Hello, welcome back to another episode of James Plays Hearts of Iron 4. If you're wondering why it's on this map mode every time I start the episode, it's because the button that starts my recording program is the same button, F9, that takes us to the factions map mode. So that's why. So we're back with another episode here. Just finished Military Police. Let's hop on that. And 1939, it's not 1939. 38. Is there anything we want to get? Already doing that. Not really interested in that. Already doing this. Kind of on top of things, actually. Oh, infantry equipment. There we go. Having 5 research slots is just amazing. Most countries don't have 5 research slots. Most countries have like 2 or 3. Minor countries, anyways. Major countries have 4 or 5. So when last we left, we had volunteers all over the world fighting our wars. So our Spanish volunteers, I accidentally sent the wrong ones. Mouse is still not in the right position for some reason. I accidentally sent literally cavalry by accident. So, I mean, we're going to do an attack because there's only a couple guys there. Let's see how that goes. My infantry isn't actually that bad. I mean, if we look at my infantry, okay, it's pretty bad. Combat with 14. Well, let's add some medium self-propelled infantry. That takes it up to 17. Medium, and we're up to 20. All right, let's just save that then. Then our self-propelled infantry, or our self-propelled artillery is going to become in very high demand shortly. Naval rearmament, excellent. Still can't Anschluss, depressingly. Naval effort. So we're going to really want to up that production. Oh, we finished training infantry. We're just doing that now. So light tank, we need some more. And, oh yeah, we need a lot more self-propelled artillery. So let's back off on these slightly. So we're making 2 a day, and we need like 2,000. But this will ramp up dramatically. We need more. How are these? How are you guys coming along on these? I might cancel a couple of these. They've already done a bunch. And then military factories just out the wazoo. Early in the game, you're supposed to build civilian factories. But just build one in each province. People's Republic of China has capitulated. Hang on, they're not. It says uncertain times, so I guess I'm not really invested here. This is just a massive. So this is like the World War II has started in the East, and we are part of it. 3 divisions of tanks at half strength, commanded by Erwin Rommel, really making waves here. Okay. It's ahead of time, but I've got a 50% research bonus on it. Let's see what else we've got going on here. 39. Let's get the next engineers. Because we've already got engineers in our thing. So yeah, these guys at half strength, really making waves. They should be first to... I've set them for high priority for upgrades. So they should receive upgrades before reinforcements and whatnot beforehand. I'm also going to set reinforcements to high priority. So now all our production will go straight to reinforcements before it goes to producing these troops. That this is equipment, this is training. So, and we're getting, we should be at what we need for Anschluss. Yeah, we're at Anschluss. What are we in the middle of? We're in the middle of a naval effort. Once we finish naval effort, we'll get to Anschluss, and then that literally we just get Austria for free. Army experience is coming in. Yeah, whenever we're in a battle, it'll tick up, and we've also got that guy that's giving it for us. So we're gonna wipe these troops out and really make a big difference in the battle against Guangxi clique. Not that I think they need that much help. However, I don't know how this fight with the Soviet Union's going. I wonder, these volunteers are to reorganize Nationalist China. Nationalist China. So we could send these tanks up to go fight the Soviet Union. I'm not super inclined to do that because the Soviet Union might actually have like anti-tanks. And well, I mean, it looks like they've got cavalry mostly. But you never know. You never know. They could have some tricks up their sleeves. These tricksy Soviets. Trixies. We've got lots of political power. Maybe we should see about influencing someone. I know I said I wasn't gonna do it, but like, what about Brazil? Like, I can influence Brazil pretty conscience free. So they've got a bit of democratic, but like, we'll just start influencing them. Mexico, sure, fascist Mexico. Why not? That's a one heck of a national leader. This guy looks like he knows his shit. Um, the United States guarantees the independence of everyone in the Americas. So you can't invade the Americas without pissing off the United States. And if you're in the Americas, you can't invade anyone else without pissing off the United States. You know, the name of the game is don't piss off the United States or Soviet Union if you're trying to conquer people. Those are the two big no-nos. Generally, you end up at war with the UK anyways, and they constitute the big three: UK, Soviet Union, US. Um, US will just outproduce you. Um, but the Soviet Union just has way more troops than you. I mean, I can't see because I'm not at war with them, but they have like 400 or 500 divisions, and I've got, no, where can I see that? Army. Well, I've got 67. Like at max, I'm gonna get up to like 200 maybe, and even then, it'll just be like, yeah, no, we're not. We want these in the Polish theater. Um, you know, we will not be in a good position to fight the Soviet Union at any point unless they are severely weakened by fighting, say, Japan, for example. Well, we'll see. We'll have to see how it goes and who we decide to start shit with. We may actually decide to completely ignore the Allies at first and go for the Soviet Union. You never know. We could just take Poland, and if Poland, taking Poland doesn't cause France and UK to get all upset, then how are Spanish volunteers doing? Then we may decide it's in our best interest to go to war with the Soviet Union. Join this attack. We may actually. I'm confident we might still be able to push them back. You never know. Great Britain and France announce alliance. Sometimes France doesn't do that. We're gonna Anschluss real quick. And next level of that, Blitzkrieg. There we go, actual Blitzkrieg. So sometimes France does its own thing and forms the Little Entente, which is nice because you can conquer them without going to war with the UK. Sorry for all the map jumping around here. I know it gets a little dizzying. I'll try and keep it to a minimum. I've been watching some of the videos after, and I'm aware that the quality is not what I'd like it to be. For now, there's not too much I can do about that. Maybe we can encircle these guys. Oh yeah, cavalry is super fast at moving around. There's not too much I can do about the quality as it stands, but hopefully I'll have an opportunity to improve that in the future. Right. So beat this guy. If I can get around here, we might be able to kill some of these. And that's 12 Republican Spaniards. Like divisions, not just dudes. Oh, and no, they cut us off. We're out of supply now. We can't move because we're being attacked by this guy. You can't move while you're in combat. And now our supply thing is on fire again. Okay, remember how I said I wasn't going to lose these guys? I'm trying, okay? Let's see if this cavalry can go. The one thing cavalry is really good for is moving quickly. Also, it has the highest suppression. So, oh, nice. They cut these guys off. Let's go deal with that. There's a minor encirclement, but still good. Cavalry is really, really fast. So let's say you're Canada and you want to take over the United States, like I'm doing in the stream. I'm recording this before the live stream, by the way, so I don't know if it works or not. Part of my plan is to train cavalry and beeline for victory points going around their units, because cavalry is just so fast. But may or may not work. All right, so we've encircled them. Now we just have to take them out. See, we're pushing back. We're making waves. Let's see how we're doing in China. Our troops are not helping at all. Not even remotely. I should just assign these guys to a tiny little front and then have a tiny little offensive line and just tell them to do that. Dogs are barking in the background. I apologize for that. My adorable little puppies are um, causing a ruckus. I will love you after the episode. If only they could understand English. All right. 1938. No, can't get that. This will. This is actually we have to start producing a new kind of weapon. It's a new kind of weapon. Let's see what else we want to get here. Air doctrine we're already working on. 38. All right. Engineering. Can we get anything? I'm actually going to pause the episode right here, and I'll be right back. That did not pause it. And we're back. I'll edit that back up in post. You will have not experienced any interruption whatsoever. I just need to give my dog some much needed loving. So we just got dive bombing. So let's grab the next one there. And I suppose we could invest in our Navy. We'll do some convoy interdiction, which means that's basically a bonus for... what is it a bonus for? For raiding with submarines. Alright, so these guys, I'm going to hit go on that. So Rommel's just going to, push forward automatically with those. So we can micromanage these guys a little more. Okay, so we lost some ground slightly. We've still got this encirclement, this major, major encirclement, where they've got a whole bunch of guys that are slowly going to starve to death. I mean, run out of supplies and surrender. And we've got them surrounded. So if we can take out those, then see his lines, the nationalist lines, are already really light. So this is our turning point here. This is our opportunity to really turn this war around. And I mean, we're going up against 7 guys with 3. It's because they're so desperately out of supplies that their attack and defense is really, really compromised here. Also, we have air superiority, apparently. So we're looking good. Alright. Modify government. Chief of Air Force. Ground support. There we go. Alright, so now he's going to lose 15... Oh! Anschluss! Anschluss, Anschluss, Anschluss. Okay, say that 10 times fast. Anschluss. Austria is ours. Okay. We've got free troops. We've got free tons of stuff. I'm just going to pause it real quick. And I'm going to demand the Sudetenland. Free military factories. Put those towards some more tanks. Some more trucks. Oh, no, we got trucks. More fighters. Yeah. Modify government. Ship designer. Raiding fleet designer. And commerce rating. Since, again, we're not going to be focused too much on our navy. We're just kind of going to be using it to harass. Okay. So, all these guys, this entire army here, these are Austrian troops. So they are different designs than ours, which is unfortunate. Schnell, Schnell division, I like it. Because there's not too much we can do about that. But we're going to assign probably most of them to our Check Yourself theater. Heinz, I'm going to put a field marshal. Okay, so generals can have a maximum of 24 divisions. Field marshals can handle any number of divisions. So it's good for big areas. And then we're going to use the edit button to draw this front line out like that, and this line out like that. So if Czechoslovakia doesn't agree to our demands, just do that. If Czechoslovakia, say that 10 times fast. If the this country doesn't agree to our demands, then it'll be like, give us the Sudetenland, or we'll go to war with you, is the implied alternative. So we may actually have to go to war with them, in which case we want to be able to crush them very easily. That may start the Western World War II. But, yes, okay. So while I wasn't looking, we killed a bunch of their guys. So don't underestimate the power of our cavalry divisions. Because this cavalry division, our infantry are going to sit here and participate, once this battle finishes, participate in some main battles, and our cavalry is going to sneak around and do some major encirclements. Try not to get encircled itself, but it's cavalry. Like, I don't care if I lose it, so I can do some risky stuff. Tanks are looking good. And we have 39 army experience. So let's look at our infantry divisions. Do they look how we want them? Yeah, they look pretty good. Combat width is 20. Are there any? I'm going to add a field hospital and save. All right, Panzer divisions, add a maintenance company and 20 combat width, save that. And SS divisions, also looking good, 20 combat width, add field hospital and maintenance company and save those. So even, I mean, we blew through 40 military experience or army experience just by adding a couple support divisions, but those support divisions are really going to help us. Okay, so let's crush this. Oh, damn it. They open it up just at the last second. Well, we can still take out this mountaineers. These mountaineers. Mountaineers, by the way, are really, really good for mountain combat, obviously. But they're better because they have higher breakthrough, which means they're essentially better on the offense. They're better at winning offensive battles against enemies with high entrenchment or high defense. Enemies in mountains have high entrenchment and defense. That's kind of the way that works. So mountaineers not only are good at um, fighting in the mountains, obviously, but they're also just good at being offensive troops in general. So don't discount mountaineers as kind of specialty troops. Oh, these guys are out of supply. Should still be able to move. And I was hoping I'd get a better circle, but maybe I have to coordinate a bit more. So for all of those in the previous episode who said we were going to lose the Spanish Civil War, we're basically winning. We're basically up to where we started, but still. We've taken Madrid, and we're about to take our capital back. Where's their capital? Barcelona. Or as they say in Spain, Barcelona. They don't say it like that at all. I'm making this up. All right, can we go computing machine? Bad timing. All right, can we go like that? And then like so? Excellent. Research slots. Computing machine. Oh, encryption and decryption are really, really important. I'm actually going to commit both of these to that because that's how important. Oh, it's 1939. The next research will be on the new infantry equipment. But encryption and decryption are really, really important because staying up to date with those will give you a huge advantage over your enemies. That is what lets you see, oh, there's one, French tank division. There's another one there. There's two there. It lets you see the enemies, and encryption lets you block what they can see of you. So, how's this demand Sudetenland coming? All right, it's coming along. And just finish you off. Oh, these are some major encirclements we're getting. Yeah, their army is severely weakened because they were really, really committed on this front, and then we kind of really snuck around them here. So why are these? You have tanks here, Italy. Help us. Do something. Do something. All right. So we're gonna really kill a bunch of their army, and then we'll just sweep through the rest of their country. This will be easy. All right. Oh, our Chinese guys don't have orders. Where are the tanks actually? Engineer company, you get to work on weapons too. All right. So those orders worked out really well. But for now, yeah, deleted all my... the Sudeten crisis. All right, so we have demanded the Sudetenland. It took us 70 days, but we've crafted the telegram, and we've asked very nicely and threatened war. Demands for the Sudeten border territory in Czechoslovakia, which is home to a considerable German minority, oppressed minority, obviously, have intensified recently. At a summit held in Munich, Germany, Britain, and France and Italy sought to find a diplomatic solution to the so-called Sudeten crisis. A rift has formed between France and Britain, with Britain accepting the German claims as reasonable, while France has not. The French have formed a new alliance with the Czechs and threatened Germany with war should its troops violate the Czechoslovakian border. Ooh! Ooh, this is good. This is good. We'll deal with the French soon enough. So the Czechs have said, yeah, no, beat it. Like, scram. So they're not going to give me anything. But the French have said, yeah, we'll help you. And the British are like, yeah, no, we want no part of this. So the British are out of the alliance. So now it's just France and Czechoslovakia. So let's just set our next one of these. How are we doing for time? We're almost at the end of the episode. Um, we're just going to demand Slovenia, which is a tiny little spit of land here. So next episode, we are going to war with France. It's early. Well, not that early, but it's earlier than we were planning to. But it's just France and Czechoslovakia. So we'll be able to take these two countries and finish up this war and have fully take these territories, and UK will not be at war with us, which is fantastic. So, divide and conquer, right? And let's just check how Poland's doing. Still in not a faction. I'm checking to see if they're going to join the Allies or if they're going to join their own faction, in which case we can also declare war on them without worrying about UK. The longer we can go without being at war with the United Kingdom, the better. Um, that's Japan. Japan's too early to tell, really, I think, but they seem to be doing okay. Our volunteer tanks aren't helping too much. As soon as we go to war, our volunteers will come straight home. But I think, like, unless he really messes up here, he's got this on lockdown. So, with that, we have available war goal. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.